Hey guys, Markeia Menounos here. Hope you tune into my show, Untold with Markeia Menounos, this Thursday night at 8 on E!
You're tuning in to the online broadcast network, AfterBuzz TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AfterBuzz TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing after shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Markeia Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Oh yeah! All aboard the Exotic Express tonight, because we had the first ever interspecies tag team match. Welcome to Main Event. I am Tom the Connolly. Sitting next to me, Markeia McCarty. How you doing, Markeia?
I'm doing good.
Are you joining?
I like that part. Hey!
Are you ready to dance on the Exotic Express?
Oh yes, but they're already lowering the music, so what are you gonna do?
It's all right. I thought it was gonna come back on. Sitting across from me, Gabrielle Loren. How you doing, Gabby?
I'm doing real good tonight. Yeah, I like this music. It's pretty fun and pumped up. Gets the crowd going.
Yeah.
I don't think Adam Rose likes it that much, though.
I think he's hating on his group right now.
We will get to that. Sitting next to her, Scott Narver. How you doing, Scott?
I'm doing great. Ready to kick a bunny right in the gut.
Gotcha. Yeah, it was, the bunny didn't have a good night tonight, but oh well. That's all I say. Oh well about the bunny. But it's not a bunny, guys, like we learned last week. There's a guy underneath of that suit.
That's right.
That has feelings that we should, you know, I don't know, care about? Maybe?
No. I think at the end of this feud, Adam Rose needs to hold that lucky rabbit's foot up high and wear it around his neck.
That'd be pretty funny, actually.
That would be. He carries it around his neck.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody knows who the bunny is.
But
right?
not yet, no. I mean, there's been speculation of who it is. I think it's before we thought it was going to be Darren Young when he returned, but
No,
he hasn't returned yet. I can't tell. I mean, I know there's been like reports that it was like Sami Zayn was playing the bunny, which it kind of looks like him. I mean, the motions because
Okay.
because I feel like he's very
moves, like when they're really fluid and really great aerial moves. It was like Justin Roberts and Sami Zayn. Now those moves aren't happening. We have no idea who it is.
Exactly. So yeah, but before we get to that, the first match of the night, we have the Usos versus the tag team champs, Golden Stardust. But then we also have Miz and Mizdow on commentary, and Los Matadores on commentary, and El Torito sitting on the commentary desk. I don't think he had headphones on, but I couldn't. He kind of did he or no? I couldn't remember now.
Oh, El Torito? No, he was just sitting.
Okay,
he was just sitting on the desk,
just watching.
Best seat in the house, by the way.
I guess so, yeah.
That's VIP.
Yeah.
But, you know, we find out that, you know, in 140 trillion years, it'll be 140 trillion years before all the stars will die. Thank you, Stardust, for letting us know that. I don't know what that has to do with your match tonight, but sure. I thought this match, this match was all about the commentary, not about the match in the ring at all. And the first, like, things I wrote down were just about what was happening, you know, at the commentary desk. And then I was like, oh, and then this happened at the end. And, you know, the ending was exciting, I think, for the match. But, like, Michael Cole was taking a selfie with Torito because Byron Saxton was taking a selfie with The Miz and Mizdow.
Los Matadores were like Speedy Gonzalez meets every other stereotype.
Yeah, they were, you know, just trying to make fun of The Miz and Mizdow. I liked one thing that I thought Miz said that I thought was kind of funny. He was like, no, they're not chanting, we want Mizdow. They're chanting, we want Miz, wow. I was like, all right, that works. That makes, you know, sense for The Miz to say that. I did find it funny that the camera caught Michael Cole just kind of laughing his ass off the whole time of this whole, like, segment and just being like, I can't believe I'm sitting here commentating about this or talking about this.
He was definitely having a good old time.
He was, which I was like, you know, people give him slack, but he's a very hard worker. Like, he has them yelling in his, like, talking to his ear the whole time. He has to plug the app, plug the network, plug, you know, everything else that they're, you know, Survivor Series and everything else. And he still keeps it together to at least commentate on the match at the same time. So it's a good balance that he, you know, has in his head, because that would be a pain of hearing someone talk to you the whole time while you're trying to talk. I don't know.
Was that? I had someone yelling.
Oh, gotcha.
This entire time.
That's like live TV, actually.
Yeah.
To do
Have you done that before?
I've done stand-in work for live, and it's the most difficult thing ever.
Is it? Just because they're just talking to you and...
Yeah, they're talking to you in your ear, you're talking to the audience, and then you may have a co-host. So it's a lot of people.
But yeah, so back to the match, I guess. I just have, you know, Usos get the hot tag, they hit the splash on Goldust. Stardust then gets in, hits a disaster kick for 2, super kick to Goldust, super kick to Stardust, and then another splash for the win. So Usos get the win over the tag champs. It is a fatal 4-way on Sunday between all 4 of these teams, which is like one fall to the finish. So, I mean, anything can happen on Sunday. And apparently the Bullhorns are going to be after The Miz for Torito. But what did you guys think of this match? Markeia?
Man, it was Stardust versus Usos. You know, a little bit of taste before the fatal 4-way that happens Survival Series. Okay, so it's like this is awesome. This is a big deal, and I like the idea. I like the idea of Mizdow and Miz and Los Matadores on commentary, but in actual practice, it was just a big old mess. I mean, I really, really enjoy that they had Los Matadores being able to do commentary because, you know, they've been around forever. Let them get on the mic a little bit. Let them, you know, explore their character or whatever, and hopefully it would change from what it was. It was such a caricature of a civilization. In any case, it was too much. I mean, it got to the point where Miz kept on saying, you know, this is a really important match that is going on right now, and I kind of want to see what's going on because we're going to be fighting on Sunday. And he had to like say this a number of times, but everything is about El Torito and Los Matadores doing quips, and I just want to see them wrestle. Can they just wrestle, and can we talk about what they're doing?
No, not here.
I mean, just more. It was too much on the other side. I understand trying to, you know, do story and do fun and relatability stuff, but it's like, aren't we here for wrestling?
You would think.
Yeah. That being said, I really enjoyed a lot of the moves that were happening when I paid attention to what was going on in the ring. Like Stardust is awesome. I love that one move that he did, and I forget the name if it has a name, but he climbed up on the corner post and then like
disaster kick.
That was a disaster kick into the face. That was fantastic. But yeah, and I really enjoyed that the Usos won. I mean, that was nice. It's like, how about that for a little bit of a palate cleanser before we go into Sunday?
Definitely.
So, yeah, all in all, commentary aside and what I did see of the wrestling, I gave it a 2.75.
Gotcha. Gabby, what do you think?
In past episodes on AfterBuzz for Main Event, we've spoke about how commentary can be distracting, and I know you guys were very upset about that, and I was more on the entertainment side. Well, this is a perfect match where I think it was too much, 100%. This took it to a whole nother level where you didn't know who to pay attention to, whether you wanted to watch what was going on physically in the ring or whether you wanted to listen to the commentators, because it was very distracting. For me, I was like in and out of both. And then, like you, Tom, towards the end, I kind of really tuned in because the commentators kind of chilled out. It was less speaking. And then there was all 4 players in the ring. Like they were all going at it instead. So it got pretty interesting at that point. Like Markeia loved the disaster kick. Also, I believe, was it the super kicks?
Yeah.
That you were mentioning before? Is it called a super kick when, for example, one of them's like laying on the ground, and then I think it was Goldust, and he just kicks his leg up into the guy's face? What is that considered? Did you see that part?
Is that like a counter? really cool counter.
Because I really like those. They're, to me, unexpected. I never know what Goldust is going to do, especially when someone's on the ground. And you'd think that they'd be weak at that point, but he kind of comes back every time. So I liked it. Am I supposed to rate it now? Yeah. It's a 3.7 for me.
Gotcha. Scott, what do you think?
I don't know what you guys are talking about, I'll be honest, because watching this match on mute was pretty all right. The second that I heard 5 of them all talk at once with the Matador being the loudest going, mute. And it was quite enjoyable. I saw that they cut to them on the outside. It's like, oh yeah, those guys are in the match. And I just got to watch what was happening in the ring without all these distractions that happen, and it was pretty good. Because Stardust is great, and as are the Usos. So it was really enjoyable. So I give it 500 billion dead stars.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I thought it was for what we saw of the match, it was good. I would have, I should have hit mute. I didn't think of that, but
I know none of us did.
I was like,
man, clearly should have.
Well, but I don't mind the Miz on commentary because I think he does have some good things to say. But when you have, 5 guys on commentary and you have Byron Saxton just yelling at Michael Cole and the Miz yelling, like, it was just too chaotic of what was happening. And, then you have Mizdow just, mimicking the Miz. So, I mean, I would rather have Mizdow talk a little bit too. If you're gonna have all, 5 people talk, why not 6?
Yikes.
Won't make that big of a difference.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Yeah. So I gave it a 3.5 for the match, but it was a lot. It was a little much.
Our condolences go out to the family of the closed captioning person working that show.
Yeah, so my gosh.
God, what do you write?
I don't know. And then, so yeah, I gave it 3.5. I think it was a good match. I'd like the Usos won, so adds a little doubt going into Sunday. Can Goldust and Stardust retain the championship? And then on SmackDown, we'll have Dean Ambrose will have a survival kit segment. I don't know what that means. He will be, telling us how he's going to survive against Bray Wyatt on Sunday. So
I hope it's not as weird as the other one was with Hell in the Cell, with like bringing up the dummy and beating up the Seth Rollins dummy.
I don't know. Maybe
that was very strange.
I don't know.
Maybe it'd be like a family double dare. He has to go through an obstacle course.
That would be awesome.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Can you
like,
imagine that? Like, first of all, who is Dean's family now? Like, I guess it would just be his alliances, which aren't many, right?
I don't think he really has that much. Like, in real life, like, I mean, if I watched that Shield thing they did a while before SummerSlam.
Oh, yeah.
And, I mean, it doesn't seem like, from what he was saying in the, it doesn't seem like he really even talks to his family anymore. Like, he's kind of just like,
well, from that video, he lives out on the highway in the desert.
Yes.
Wait, in real? Oh, so you're saying in real life?
I think in real life, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And like other interviews, I've heard him talk about that too.
That's interesting.
But yeah, so let's get to the second match. We had Paige versus Alicia Fox. We find out that at Survivor Series is going to be a Survivor Series match, Divas match. Alicia Fox, Natalya, Emma, and Naomi against Paige, Cameron, Summer, and Layla. So it'll be an elimination match. So that should be fun. Hopefully they'll give them some time, and I think we'll have some good spots in it. This match was kind of quick. Paige just controlling Alicia Fox, yelling at her like. It was funny. She was like, "This is my house," and you could hear some guy go, "No, it's not."
Really? I didn't hear that. That's so funny.
And then Paige was yelling at Michael Cole, saying that she. No one loves Alicia.
No, was it? Oh, yeah, she was.
Yeah.
Not to Byron, Michael.
Yeah. And I thought Paige had some really cool kicks in the match. Really like devastating looking kicks to Alicia. And then as Paige, I guess, is it like seductively like crawls up on Alicia Fox?
Of course you bring that up.
Well, that's how the match ended. I'm just telling you.
You got that
I didn't
real
tell
quick.
her to do that.
Markeia, is that all in caps in there?
Yes. But so she's holding Alicia's shoulders down to pin her. She gets the 2, and Alicia is able to flip over back onto Paige and hits the devastating, which we've seen at the last, I think, 10 weeks now, roll-up of doom that the Divas matches end with anymore. No finishers.
He has Paige crawls up Alicia like in bold
He does.
and underlined.
I will show it on camera.
Oh my god, I want to see it.
Yeah.
You can tweet it afterwards. Take a picture.
All right, I'll
See
take a
you
picture.
guys, I
and tweet
was
it
so
after.
on point with that.
Yeah, so Alicia gets the win. What'd you guys think? What'd you guys think of the crawl up on the That's how we're going to talk about it.
I dug it. I like the fact that because I really like Alicia Fox, and I think she's been an untapped resource for a long time now. It's been a long time since they gave her like a real meaty character to get into, and I think she has a really cool offense. She does a lot of great stuff with her legs, like kicks, and the way that she was able to do that roll up with just like it looked like it was all legs. It was so cool. It's like this reverse Bray Wyatt spider roll up thing that was awesome. And I think she has a lot more stuff that she can do that I hope to see in the Survivor Series match, and making her a contender as well, that she gets her own team. That was awesome. So I really dug it. So I give it a 18 Mountain Dews to the face.
Gotcha. Gabby, what do you think?
I think the Divas matches are, for the most part, interesting unless you have two really bad contenders up there. But both Paige and Alicia Fox are great wrestlers, I think. Alicia's so funny. She has these long ass legs. Like, I look at her, I think spider or something, you know? And I feel bad for anyone that has to wrestle against her, because that's got to be a challenge when somebody's like that tall and lengthy. But I did like a lot of the moves from Paige. There was something very cool by Alicia where she did some twist, roll, tumble thing from the post, like over Paige with Paige. I don't remember. I wouldn't know what it's called, but it was really awesome, and it was at the beginning. But the only thing that I didn't like about this match is that towards the end, when Alicia had won, for me, it doesn't give me satisfaction at the end of the match because her win wasn't deserved. Like, she was losing the entire time, and then all of a sudden, out of the blue, one move, she wins. And I don't like that. I probably expressed that multiple times on here, but you know. So I give it a 3.7.
Gotcha. Markeia, what do you think?
I enjoyed the match. I did. I like the idea that they're, pitting Paige and Alicia Fox against each other. I think Alicia Fox deserves more time in the ring because out of, some of the other divas, she actually has a good evil personality, which is interesting to put her up against Paige, because it's then like, okay, who's the face here, who's the heel here? And I kind of like that dichotomy. So it's like I would like to see her get more time in the ring. And like Scott was saying, I like that she's like an leader of her part of the team kind of a thing. I think that's a good idea. And it's like for me, maybe not so much a spider, so much as a praying mantis. Like, I don't know, she's got like that reach with her legs. So I want to see more. I liked it when, what was it, months ago, where she like completely flipped out and like poured a Coke can on one of the bell ringers. Do you remember that?
Awesome.
Yeah. It's like, that's the kind of crazy that's really good with wrestling. It's kind of like a ready-made, it's kind of like a ready-made character. You've got it. So, but yeah, I agree with Gabby. I wanted to see her hold her own in the ring. I mean, she's really good at, selling it and slinging herself around, and I really enjoy that, being a team player, being a good athlete. But also, it was like, come on, man, just doing that real quick roll up at the end, even though that was very impressive. I did enjoy that. Where it's like the crawl, your crawl, your bold underline crawl happened.
So now I'm going to make it all bold and underline and make it like this big.
More crawling.
And then like she used, counterpoint with body weight to flip her over to then get the win. So it's like, that's cool, but yeah, let's see some more back and forth during the match. Make me believe that Alicia Fox has a chance, in the match on Sunday. But yeah, all that said, enjoyed it, want more of it. Yep, solid 3.5.
See, she wants more crawling tip.
Not crawling. Do I have to say it all again?
Can I ask you a question about that?
Yeah.
What are they trying to make Paige with her character? Are they trying to make her seem like she's a little bit of a lesbian?
I don't know.
Because they do play that storyline up a little bit on Total Divas, too. And in the ring, she's like licking people and kissing people. So I just want to know what WWE is thinking with her character.
I don't get it either. I mean, it's
Mind games.
Yeah.
I guess, if it's a psychological tool, it just seems like one of those guy appeal things. When she already has guy appeal, she doesn't need it.
No, yeah,
Yeah, it's true.
she doesn't need to do it. She's good.
No, I mean, why not?
Well, listen, hey, if we were watching this 10 years ago, you guys would be like, what did we just see?
Yeah.
Because it wasn't like that, right?
It was
way worse.
Oh, my, it was like...
Really?
Well, depending on your point of view, I suppose.
Yeah, yes, yeah. But, yeah, it
It was
was...
way more sexual.
Yes.
Really?
Oh,
'Cause
like 1,000 times more.
that's weird. My half brother is really into wrestling, and he has kids, and the kids like wrestling. So he had told me that now it's more sexual because he didn't necessarily want his kids watching the diva stuff. So I don't know.
There used to be a common stipulation match type for divas that were bra and panty matches, where the winner had to strip the other one down to bra and panties.
Oh, okay. I was thinking stripping the brown panties.
So it was like poker.
I'm sure people wanted that, but yeah, it was, yeah. Mm-hmm. So this is very
Sophisticated.
yes, definitely.
So now the characters are just lesbian, but they're not stripping.
Well, just one.
Well, there isn't that much to take off. It is a bra and panty match the entire time.
Essentially, it's booty shorts and a bra.
Yeah.
But
although I did like Alicia's thing with like the little, what is that called?
Edgy.
it's called
It's called edgy.
But yeah, I thought it was a good match. I gave it a 3.0. I agree with you that when you said that about Alicia Fox beating up the commentator, I remember her shoving the paper down Tom Phillips' throat, and I just remember being that was so funny because she just beat the crap out of him for like 5 minutes, and he just had to like sit there and be like,
they were loving it. The camera was just, they're like, don't you cut away.
Yeah, and I do agree with you that there should have been. Like, I don't even know what Alicia Fox's finisher is. Do you, like... I mean, I think it's like maybe like something, some kind of leg drop or kick with her legs, but...
And she could have the Chun-Li action going on, Give her something...
The upside down, and then she's...
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so I think the whole roll-up, which, we talked about this the last couple weeks, every match ends with a roll-up anymore. It's, these girls can do more than that.
Yeah.
They have finishing moves. That's the point of having a finishing move, to finish the match. So,
or even beating them with an unexpected move that's not their finisher.
Yes.
That type of stuff too is always cool to see.
And I was hoping that we would see, because they're on this, Survivor Series team, I was thought maybe that, the other girls would come out with them for the match.
On commentary, all talking at the same time.
Exactly. Could you imagine Cameron and Emma and Naomi and Natalia and Cameron, or I hear you say Cameron.
Yeah, 2 Camerons now?
Yeah, 2 Camerons would be too enough. One on commentary would be enough.
One of them starts crying, the other one starts a slap fight.
I just thought they would at least start something, they just made this match kind of out of nowhere. You could have at least started it on Main Event and, built it to something, to have it, announced 5 days before the pay-per-view. I don't know. Kind of weird, but they always kind of throw some kind of Divas match into Survivor Series, so it should be a good match on Sunday. And then we have the return of our favorite segment, Go Behind with Renee Young. Haven't seen it in a while, with Adam Rose, the Bunny, and all the Rosebuds. That we saw from Raw of the Bunny humping Adam Rose. I don't know.
Who are the Rosebuds? Are they like next wrestlers?
Some of them, it depends where they are, but some of them are just local wrestlers from wherever town they're at.
Oh, that's so cool.
So they bring them in, and then they get paid to be there. But
that's really awesome.
And then I think some of them, obviously, if they are trying to get in, they may have a match, like a before the show, like a dark match, like a tryout match, stuff like that.
Interesting. I thought it was just like, background people that they paid or something.
Yeah, most of the time it's like other wrestlers. And so Adam Rose, it's the first interspecies tag match, and he tells the Bunny, no humping tonight. And then he told us the story of how he met the Bunny when he was in Times Square? Yeah. In Times Square on the...
Begging for money or something.
Yeah.
Fighting with Elmo?
Yeah.
Elmer,
yeah.
Oh, I thought he said Elmo.
Yeah,
no, he said Elmer. Yeah.
Elmer Fudd, who's always hunting wabbits.
Maybe Elmer and Elmo, because I'm sure there's an Elmo.
I thought it was a costume character in Times Square, like how there is in Hollywood.
I thought it was Elmer, like the cartoon.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah, I think they said Elmo.
not real.
Yes, and that's a real bunny, Narver.
What?
Listen, he was just fighting with Zeb Colder in the street in Times Square, and Adam Rose was like, "Hey, come over here, bunny."
That's the most character development I think there's ever been in Main Event, and in one promo where it's like it was all the backstory of the bunny. It blew me away that happened.
And all of the Rosebuds. That apparently Adam Rose saved all of them, and that makes him a god now.
It sounds like a really bad cult. Seriously.
But I guess Bray Wyatt isn't the head of a cult anymore because he's by himself. So Adam Rose can take that spot now. They can go with that storyline. And he just said that they're all lemons. Everyone but Rosebuds are lemons. And he said, "Now sing." And they all started singing and,
Yeah, this is cult-like
him.
to me. Who's coming up with these storylines? These sick people.
So yeah, we're definitely seeing the turn of Adam Rose to this, godlike, at least in his mind, person, to all these people that just dress up in costume and follow him around. I'm sure if you probably went out on the street here in LA, you could just find some people that are dressed up and they could probably follow you around, right?
If you paid them.
I don't know, maybe if you didn't, but
If you had a catchy tune.
Yeah.
If you're a girl, I think so.
Yeah, with a mascot.
Girls get harassed, so they'd probably follow us real quick.
Oh, well, that happens anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So.
But yeah, so it was good to see Renee Young. We haven't seen that segment in a while.
Oh, Renee.
So. Yeah, I liked how she was edging away from the bunny.
I feel like she was trying to hold in her laughter. She kept looking over and smiling, but then getting serious.
Yeah. I'm sure Vince was having a great time watching that bunny hump the air and hump Adam Rose. I'm sure he was like, "Put more of that in.
Yeah.
I want to see that bunny humping on every show." So then we get to the match: Tyson and Natalya versus Adam Rose and the bunny. Byron Saxton, Michael Cole asked him what he would dress up as. He said he would want to dress up as a pirate every day. And Michael Cole was like, "Oh, I'm not even going to go there," and just kind of dropped it. So I was like, why would he say that?
They're so weird.
What's wrong with being a pirate?
It's
just random too. I think.
It was just a weird joke that he kind of said, and it was just like, I don't know why he even said that. But so Tyson and
why did I feel like that was like when I have a conversation with my dad and he's like, "I'll tell you later."
It sounds like it was inappropriate.
It was. Yes, it was. That's what it was.
Like.
Yes, it was.
Right.
Do you know something we don't know?
Yeah, I'll tell you later.
It's in bold on the computer. He'll tweet
I know,
it out
it's
later.
underlined.
It's all about hook hands. You won't understand.
Yes. You figured it out. But yeah, so Tyson and Adam Rose tagged themselves into the match because they don't want... Tyson doesn't want Natalya near the bunny because the bunny keeps flirting with her.
What a threat.
And Adam Rose, didn't want the bunny to wrestle because he wants to wrestle. But, the bunny didn't stop and, kept flirting with Natalya anyway. So Tyson was basically on the offense the whole match, just beating down Adam Rose. And then finally, Adam Rose is in the corner and the bunny tags himself in and, goes on the offense against Tyson. He hits his brand new move called the bunny hop, according to Michael Cole in the corner.
Cool.
And then as Tyson is outside of the ring, the bunny says, "All right, I'll let you in the ring." Holds the rope open for him, which is a bad move because Tyson just kicks him right in the head, puts on the sharpshooter, and as the bunny's, reaching out for Adam Rose is gonna help him, and he's like, "No, screw you, man. No, you're not a rosebud anymore, bunny," and leaves him suffering to tap out. And Natalya does go and check on the bunny, and Tyson just pulls her away, and it's like, no, give me a hug, give me a kiss on the cheek. Who cares about this bunny? And then Tyson did just kick the bunny in the face at the end, just for good measure. And the Rosebuds all leave the bunny behind, so we don't know who that man is in the bunny suit yet. Could be a girl. I don't know.
No,
we don't know.
You kind of can see the arms a little bit when the costume moves.
There's a lot of arm hair
And
this
the
week.
neck.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, it's
Might be a different guy.
Could be.
Yeah. Might have
be
switched
Albert.
him out for a
Maybe people can't
Actual
handle it.
wrestler.
Maybe it's like, you're the bunny. Like, it's too tough. Can't do this.
But so Tyson and Natalya get the win in the first ever interspecies tag match. What'd you guys think, Markeia?
I wanted Natalya to fight.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted her to fight the bunny. They were the first ones. I wanted that so badly. I think Natalya could hold her own. I don't know how great of a wrestler the Bunny is. I mean, he had some moves. I like the bunny hop, but yeah, oh man, I really wanted her to like wrestle him and him be like, oh no, and she's like, oh okay, and then Tyson's like, what the hell? Something like that. No, that's how it was in my head. But obviously that didn't happen. There was just like all this Tyson kid jealousy over this mascot bunny is ridiculous, and then Axl Rose. Wait,
Adam Rose.
Whoa.
Axl Rose. Wow. Yeah, and Adam Rose with vindictiveness towards his bunny. It's so ridiculous. I kind of like it. I like it better than the whole Slater Gator thing that they had, where it's like that they were going up against the bunny. It's like this is way more fun.
Yeah.
This has more traction than those two guys bumbling around the hallway searching for the bunny.
Yeah, with like nets and trying to catch him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they did do that. Yeah, well, in any case, I liked the vindictiveness. I liked the bunny getting his own kind of licks in, but then being put down with the sharpshooter. I thought that was fun. Solid for what it was. Yeah, solid 3.25.
Gotcha. Gabby, what do you think?
I think this is definitely foreshadowing the bunny to be making a name for himself solo. I think eventually maybe he'll come out of the mascot outfit and take over, because he kept trying to steal the spotlight from Adam Rose multiple times. And then he got yelled at. But I think one day he's not going to listen and he's going to take over. So the bunny's going to rule, run stuff.
He's going to big show.
Yeah, he's going to big show it up. So that's my prediction for that. Tyson Kidd, okay. When he began, he tagged himself in. I don't know when Nat's going to snap and just, like, either get rid of him or something's going to happen in the ring, because she keeps putting up with his, like, ridiculousness.
It's like superhuman at this point to be able to put up with all of that.
I just don't understand how she does it.
It's dedication.
That's just outright denial.
Yeah.
No one would do that.
It's pure love.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So he ruined the match for her in that sense, and she didn't wrestle at all, really.
Protected her.
But they won. Exactly, yeah.
Who cares?
Protected her from the bunny.
I have an opinion about that too. But I think that when Tyson was getting yelled at to bring Rose out from the corner, and he like knocked his face into the ropes.
Did like a slingshot.
Slingshot. He's literally just made to be this like evil person, and I don't really like it. Then the bunny tagged himself in, so here again he's stealing the spotlight. I love the bunny hop. I think that was very clever of WWE. I love it. But then at the end, the bunny did beg Rose for help, and Rose took a loss because he didn't want to help the bunny out, even though it was his partner. And I think, first of all, for sure it's a cult. For sure he doesn't want to give up power. And the bunny could maybe take over the Rosebuds. So, yeah, and the only other thing I thought that was going to happen that didn't was I thought that the bunny was going to hump Tyson. But it never happened.
I think he's more interested in Natalia than Tyson.
Well, listen, wasn't he humping guys too? Yeah.
He's a confused bunny.
Yeah, maybe him and Paige should talk out their problems together. But I gave it a 2.2 because he didn't hump anybody.
Not enough humping.
Yeah.
More crawling, not enough humping.
Yeah.
All right. When I was watching, I'm like, I'm not interested in this, but clearly I am. It's so bizarre. It's such bizarre ongoings. Like the bunny's out of control humping people. Tyson Kidd is a knight in shining armor, protecting his loved one, not kicking her in the gut, unlike Adam Rose, who's clearly a villain, clearly a terrible guy. And Tyson Kidd is looking out for her, And I'm more interested in Adam Rose now than I've ever been. Just because something is happening. It's everything before was so forced with everybody, singing the song, and the crowd wasn't doing it. Like it was all just, it all felt so rehearsed.
So you mean it's not a cult?
No.
I know, I was joking.
Yeah, it's totally a cult. It's totally the straight edge society in this off-kilter way.
Yeah.
So I am intrigued to see what happens next. So they wrote me in, so I gave it 4 layers of guy liner.
Gotcha. So I gave it a 3.75. I thought this was, out of everything they've done with the Bunny Adam Rose, the most interesting thing they've done so far. I agree with you. I'm like, I want to see what happens now. I want to see, either him versus the Bunny or, something. The Bunny hop was good. I agree with you. Tyson was just protecting Natalya. But I would have liked to seen her wrestle, though. I would have liked to seen her wrestle the Bunny. But they have like a weird kind of rule where it's like the girls can't wrestle the guys anymore. They've done that before.
I don't understand why.
I don't get why either. But I don't know if that was like,
I mean, what's the big deal?
I know, and they booked it as interspecies, so...
He's not a guy, he's a bunny.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was weird. But it was entertaining, and, I enjoyed it. So, yeah, I gave it a 3.75. Then we get a Raw recap of Team Cena being decimated by the Authority. Harper beat Ziggler for the IC title. And basically all night on Raw, everyone destroying Cena's team. And, hey, John Cena, I know I hate on you, but you know what?
You need to crawl more.
No. Oh. If you're if you're the captain of your team and your team's getting beat up all night long, and then we go to see you, and you're just sitting there watching the monitor, watching them getting beat up, what kind of captain are you? Right?
I'm rooting for Team Authority. I'm fine with this.
I am too, but
I'm not.
But yeah, so I just thought it was
in opposition.
So you want Stephanie McMahon to be fired?
No, but I would love for there to be chaos. I need something to be shaken up. I told you guys this last time.
Well, I did read online today. I'm not sure if they did this in the Triple H interview, or I'm not sure. But apparently now there's been a new stipulation added to this match on Sunday.
What is it?
That if the Authority wins, then everyone on Team Cena is fired.
Okay.
That was my reaction to it.
Like, you mean your whole roster, right?
Yeah, so Cena, Ziggler, Big Show, Eric Rowan, and who else? Ryback will be fired.
Right.
Did you say Big Show? Big Show?
Where did you read this?
It was online. It's been confirmed.
It's happening on SmackDown.
Oh, okay.
That's so stupid. So either way, someone's getting fired.
That's right.
The stakes are too high. The stakes are like astronomically impossible.
Yes.
No, but not in the good way.
Yes, people will be fired.
Not in the good way. It would have been better if it's like if Team Cena loses, then John Cena has to choose 2 of his team that get fired.
I like that stipulation.
Yeah, thank you.
That, because in that stakes, that's like, oh man, and then it's like, oh wait, maybe he will lose, and then he does, and like, oh no, oh my God, who's he going to choose? And then you've got more, like. They're not going to fire all of them.
Yeah, because otherwise you're kind of like, this is a dead-end storyline.
Yeah, and then who are they going to put up on the roster? Who have they got?
The Bunny?
Because they're not going anywhere. Like, that's all BS. We already know, regardless of who gets fired, no one's really getting fired.
Yeah,
it's happening. People are getting fired.
Yeah, I don't like this stipulation. To me, it just screams that Cena's team is going to win this match now. And I get the network is free for the month, but if you're giving this for free, you want to put on the best show you can for those people that haven't tuned in and are not, subscribers to the network. I don't know. It just
make it tasty for us.
Yes.
Make us wonder.
It was until I heard that stipulation that I was like,
this is a delicious manwich. I don't know what you guys are tasting.
And then we did find out that Sheamus is hurt. He's out. He had like a stinger in his arm and a nerve compression in his neck or back.
Is that for real?
I don't know.
Who knows?
He did get smashed to the table.
Rusev is United States champion.
Oh yeah, you haven't been here since that happened.
Yeah, I was like, last time I was here, I was like, there's no way that's going to happen. I wish it would. There's no way they're going to do that.
Yeah,
and then they did it. It's like, have they done promos yet of him doing stuff to the belt? I mean,
no.
Pumping it like the Adam Rose Bunny?
No, like painting the Russian flag on it or something.
They did like a presentation at the week after he won it. I'm trying to think what they did though. It was just kind of like them presenting it to Putin.
If you can't remember, then it wasn't that good.
Yeah, I guess it wasn't.
Like, they've got all this. Use it because it's great. Build up all of that American anger
and
against
animosity.
Rusev. Yes,
Yeah.
because that'd be great. That'd be so much fun. And then that's even more stuff against Team Authority and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we saw the recap. Sheamus, I don't know if Sheamus is really hurt or not. I guess we will see if he, shows up somewhere else. I don't know. He maybe will show up on SmackDown. I don't know. And then let's get to the main event of the evening. We have Bray Wyatt versus Jack Swagger. Bray Wyatt does a promo in the ring, just basically saying tonight will be the sacrifice of Jack Swagger. Kind of telling Dean Ambrose, like, this is what's going to happen to you on Sunday at Survivor Series. This match was all Bray, just destroying Swagger. Hit a huge clothesline on the outside. Swagger did make a little bit of a comeback, hit the Swagger bomb, but, no match for Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt hits Sister Abigail, gets the win. Very quick match for the main event. I don't know, what did you think, Markeia?
The promo before the match was, awesome. Mm-hmm. Bray really brings it. And it was kind of funny because while he was doing his promo, people were doing the Bo Dallas, what? Did you hear that? Like the audience?
Stone Cold? What?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But they also do it for Bo Dallas.
They do it to harass him.
Mm-hmm. Oh, then I love it.
Yeah.
I love it even more. But I love how Bray works the mic. That was great. The match was good, but I do admit, I guess by that point I kind of lost interest, so I don't remember a lot of that match. I know he won. So because of my it not holding on to my attention, which I'm sure wasn't the wrestler's fault, but after that promo, I was just kind of like, all right, I'm good. This is cool. So just a average 3.
Gotcha. Gabby, what'd you think?
I gave a lot of low ratings tonight. I put it at a 2.5. Bray's promo was great, was a little short. I do like them fighting together, but I wasn't that impressed with tonight's match. It wasn't anything, I don't know, noteworthy, I guess, than we haven't seen before. And then there was one point where the camera angle had shown Bray had Jack's Swagger's neck and was hitting him with his knee. He was doing like knee kicks. And you could totally see that the knee wasn't touching anything, and that really bothered me.
I didn't see that part.
Yeah, I noticed it. It was like there was like this much space, at least like 2 to 3 inches of space between the knee and his body.
Come on, Bray.
Yeah,
Get it
step
together.
up your game.
What?
Sorry,
that was a 2.5.
Got the joke.
The end.
I realized you had said that, and then I'm like, wait, it comes at the end. Oh.
Yeah, I said it in the beginning.
Yeah.
Scott, what did you think?
I thought it lacked progression for what it's built up. Like, we've seen him versus Sin Cara, like that happened a couple of times, and we've seen him fight other people, and we saw Dean fight Justin Gabriel.
Yeah, last week.
So it's just them beating guys that weren't gonna have a chance against them. So like there was no progression of what has happened between them or leading up to it. So it was like, well, what's the point in this? Like, why not do something? Do a tag or have Dean interrupt it or something to shake it up. Like, we're not seeing anything progress in this.
Yeah.
It's just a straight line. So I don't know. I gave it a 14 Hawaiian shirts.
Gotcha. Yeah, I thought it was just a squash for Bray to get another victory on the way to Survivor Series. I agree with Scott of saying that. Why didn't Dean show up? I don't understand why he wants to get at this guy, and I feel like at Hell in a Cell when Bray interrupted that match, the main event, everyone was so excited for this feud, and it was like, all these guys, they both can talk on the mic. They're gonna have these great like promos in the ring against each other, and all of the promos, anything on Raw or SmackDown, they've never been like even face to face with each other once. It's either on Raw they finally fought a little bit, and then Bray ended up like running away, but there was just never that and nothing to grab onto with this feud, which I'm kind of disappointed by. I think it won't be over at Hell in a Cell, Survivor Series, but I just think they need to add something to it, add some more like fuel to this fire and just really get them to go at each other. And yeah, I would have liked a tag match would have been at least something different. But I mean, I'm not sure who they would have even tagged with, but they could have found anybody. I don't know. Yeah, so I gave it a 2.5. It was I would have rather seen the bunny in the main event. Which is kind of sad to say because I really like Bray Wyatt, but the bunny match was, we've talked about this the last couple weeks too. The second to last match, they really need to just bump that to the main event. Like the Sami Zayn matches and Tyson Kidd matches were awesome. Not that this bunny match was an awesome match, but the angle progressed it forward. Yes, yeah.
The order's off.
Yes, exactly.
They should put the flimsy lettuce in the middle and not at the back of the sandwich.
Yeah, so it doesn't fall out.
Yeah.
Or they could have started with this too. This could have been the first match, and then went into the tag match, or even the tag match could have been the main event too. But oh well, that's how they structured it. So let's get to our predictions. Bless you. For Survivor Series. I keep wanting to say Hell in a Cell.
Now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
So as of now, there's only 5 matches announced So on the pre-show, Fandango is returning, and it looks like his new valet is Rosa. There's a picture of him and Rosa on Raw.
Rosa Mendez.
Yeah, Rosa Mendez. Yeah.
Okay.
So that should be interesting. And on the pre-show,
Can't survive on his own, can he?
nope. Bad News Barrett returns
Oh,
on
nice.
Survivor Series too. So he'll be on the
Both
panel.
in the pre-show?
Yeah, I think Fandango's wrestling. Bad News Barrett's on the panel with I think Heyman and probably Booker T and all the
Well, they got the pose down.
Is that on the
I
pre-show?
think so. Like that's been a big thing between Booker and Alex Riley that they've been talking about that they're gonna, and Byron Saxton, they're gonna have a pose down amongst the three of them of who's got the best body.
Did that start on the compadres? Or did they start themselves?
I think they picked up on it. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so yeah, that should be interesting too.
Sounds like a fun pre-show.
Yeah, and then the no actual Fandango's gonna be in a match, but we don't know who he's against. So it's a fatal 4-way for the tag team belts. The Miz's versus the Dustises versus the Matadores versus the Usos. Who do you guys think is gonna walk out with the tag team?
The battle of the plurals.
Yes.
I say Dusty Nut Dust retains.
Gotcha.
I would like for the Miz to, but I think the best thing for business is to keep him yearning for it. So I say Dust retains.
Gotcha.
I say Usos.
I say Miz and Mizdow. I think they deserve it. Mizdow's been doing, awesome things, so it would just add to the, spectacle of them already. Then we have the Divas Survivor Series match: Alicia Fox, Natalya, Emma, Naomi versus Paige, Cameron, Summer, and Layla. Who you guys think's gonna win this?
What are the rules of it again? It just has to be whoever.
If you get pinned, you're out of the match. So it's basically whoever. Once all 4 girls are out of the match, that other team wins.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which one's the first team again?
It's Alicia Fox, Natalya, Emma, and Naomi.
That's a really strong team.
That is a strong team.
That is a
I'm
really
going
strong
with number
team.
1.
Gotcha.
I'm going Team Paige.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going with Paige. I mean, that's a really strong team, but yeah, Paige has got too much going on for her, like storyline wise. So it's going to be Paige.
Yeah, I pick Paige's team. I think Paige will be. You guys want to say if you think someone who will be left? Do you think it'll be like Paige will be like sole survivor or?
I think it would be nice if it was Paige and Alicia. Mm-hmm. I think that'd be nice.
Well, no, they're on different teams, so they both can't survive. It's got to be like either Paige, say Paige and Summer left at the end because they're on the same team.
No. I mean, like it's Paige and Alicia, and then Paige pins her, so then Paige wins, right?
Gotcha. Yeah.
Am I thinking of this wrong?
No, you're right. You're right.
He's just describing the fact that in this matchup, everyone's susceptible to elimination. Mm-hmm. So he's just saying if you thought of other circumstances of like Paige and Summer Rae were the survivors of the team because Summer Rae never got eliminated, nor did Paige.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So the last two standing.
Like everybody on a team could win if nobody gets eliminated. Like it could be one person. There's a bunch of variables.
Yeah.
Okay, but still Paige wins if it's like Paige and Summer Rae.
Yes,
yeah,
her team
definitely.
wins.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they get the bragging rights of like, I didn't get eliminated. I stayed in.
Yeah. And that's always been kind of big thing, at least over the years. Like Randy Orton, and I think in his first Survivor Series, like he was the sole survivor left on his team, and like it came down to like him against like 3 guys, and he was able to beat all of them.
I say that happened with Paige.
Gotcha.
She's a sole survivor, but yeah,
Cool.
She cleans up house.
Gotcha.
Her house.
No.
And then we have Bray Wyatt versus Dean Ambrose. How do we think this is going to end?
Yikes.
This is a hard one.
I say Dean gets it.
Gotcha. I agree.
I want to say something different from you two, though.
Yeah.
Want to get away?
There's gotta
dumb.
be. If we all have the same things, and yes, we can all bring the belt back here. But there can only be one.
Yeah, so we'll split it up then. Oh,
Yeah,
this sounds like we're
Ambrose.
wrapping
I
up
go for
soon.
Dean.
Okay.
Out of the
I'm
two.
going for Bray to be opposite because I'm going to take the belt.
Gotcha. And then the last 2 matches, AJ versus Nikki for the Divas title.
AJ.
Nikki.
AJ.
I say Nikki.
Probably will be Nikki too.
And then it's Team Cena versus Team Authority. Who do you think's gonna win?
Authority.
Cena. Authority chaos.
I really want Authority to win. That's what I want.
I want
but
Authority to lose.
We'll see what happens. So Gabby, where can the people find you?
The people can find me on Instagram at GabbyLO87 and my new fitness page, FitFabDaily on Instagram, and Twitter, Gabrielle_Loren.
Scott, where can they find you?
They can find me on Twitter at Curtain Jerks, and you can listen to my comedy wrestling podcast, Curtain Jerks, available on iTunes and SoundCloud.
Markeia, where can they find you?
You guys can find me on Twitter at Markeia McCarty, MarkeiaMcCarty. If you like live comedy, I post my shows on there. They all tend to happen in Hollywood.
Awesome. And you guys can find me on Twitter at TomTheCom. And next Tuesday for Supernatural at I think we're going to be at 10 o'clock this week. And next week we will be at 9 o'clock for Main Event. We will tweet it out what time. And we'll see you guys next week.
From executive producers Markeia Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.